In your estimation with this news for Zack Wheeler, how big of a blow is this to the Mets prospects for 2015?
Well, first, Chris and Sal, I just feel for the athlete. He's a young man coming off 185 innings plus. Looks like he's, ready to make his step and go forward in his career. Maybe pitch 3, 4, 5, 6 great years, and now sidetracked by this. So for the athlete, I feel horrible. To answer your question, I think it's a huge blow. 2 reasons. One is that the Mets have always thought coming to the season their strength was going to be their starting pitching. But even more importantly, it was going to be swing and miss starting pitching, Harvey, DeGrom, and Wheeler. Now we're talking about a staff that's still going to be strong, but there's going to be more balls put in play. And it's going to really test the defense of the Mets, which I think is a question mark.
Ron, some people thought early, Wheeler would eventually have arm problems due to his mechanics. Do you think this injury was inevitable?
I don't see how it's inevitable. Matt Harvey has as good a mechanics as you've ever seen. He's gotten it. The thing about this injury is that it doesn't matter how many of the intelligentsia tell you that they know what they're doing, trying to, take away these injuries. They just happen. You don't know why a guy like Mike Leake, who pitches for the Cincinnati Reds and is 5'0", doesn't miss a start and doesn't miss an inning, and guys that are 6'5", 6'6", 220 pounds have Tommy John surgery after 3 or 4 years. You just don't know. There's no book on it. I wish there was. It'd be nice to be able to protect these guys, but there really is no book on it. Some guys, the issue is, and I'll tell you this, I was taught as a young pitcher that you threw 85 to 90%, and when you needed that 100%, let's say it's the 7th inning, guys on 2nd and 3rd, less than 2 outs, then you amped it up a little bit to make sure you got through that inning without giving up a run. Well, today's game is taught differently, and it's a lot of sports are taught this way. Baseball's taught, you throw as hard as you can, as long as you can, and go 2 hours, and putting all that pressure, I think, on their arms is just too hard to take. If you watch golf being taught to young people, it used to be taught you hit the ball straight, then we'll work on power. Now it's power, and then we'll work on straight. So it's taught in a lot of sports, not only baseball.
Ronnie, with all of that in mind, do you think those are the biggest reasons behind this epidemic of Tommy John surgery that has really come up over the last couple of years? Is it kids much younger in their career playing baseball year-round, pitching way too many innings year-round, or is it just a combination of all these things?
Chris, since I've said that most people don't have a book, I certainly don't have a book either. I think there's many, many, many reasons. I think players today in some ways don't throw as much as I did as a kid. The only time they throw is when it's an organized practice or game. I threw every day because, I luckily lived in a world, I grew up in a world where I could take my bike and go to the park and play 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 baseball, which is never done anymore. But I think, the biggest reason, as I said, is that they've developed the shoulder exercises to make those shoulders able to withstand a lot of the burden that comes from pitching because of the muscles are much bigger. The ligament in the elbow is very small. It can only take so much torque. If you put that kind of torque at close to 100% all the time for 2 hours every 5 days, you're going to see much more of this than less of it as we go along.
Ron, no question, it's sad to see Wheeler go down. It hurts the team, but an opportunity for Dillon Gee, a guy I personally like, consistent. I like Dillon Gee myself. What's your confidence level in Dillon Gee?
Yeah, no, I love Dillon Gee. Who doesn't? The guy takes the ball. He's always going to get a supreme effort. He never blames anyone but himself if things don't work out well. He's got an assortment of pitches, which I think is great. I think that the Mets, if they are going to have that successful season they thought about, it might become in the strength of the versatility. Now that Wheeler's gone, okay, you take away one of your hard throwers, but now you have, of course, the aged Bartolo Colon and what he brings to the table. Dillon Gee with 4 different pitches, Neath with the left-handed, and, of course, DeGrom with his great excellence from last year, and Harvey, who has a chance to be one of the better pitchers in all of baseball. So maybe in their versatility, they can still have pitching remain their strength.
Ronnie, lastly, does this potentially now accelerate the timetable for a Noah Syndergaard or a Steven Matz to be making an impact in the major leagues this year?
Yeah, I've always said that I think Matz is going to be in the big leagues before Syndergaard, not because of talent. Noah has it in spades. It's just that he just needs a little more work, that's all. And we're talking about an older athlete in Steven Matz who's also gone through his own injury-plagued career. Left-handed doesn't hurt either. I don't think it's going to speed it up in the sense that I think it puts a lot of pressure on the pitchers that are on that staff to keep this team close. And that means in today's baseball with 2 wild cards, just play 500 baseball. So it puts a lot of pressure on those guys to get off to a pretty quick start this year. There's a lot of big games early in the year. And I still think, even with the loss of Wheeler, this team still can have a successful year. And boy, it's hard to take anything out of spring training. I don't trust spring training at all. But you like to see them hitting the ball the way they've hit it. And, maybe this will be, a lot of times we go into a year, and I know you've done it, Chris, Sal, you've done it, I've done it. So, boy, it's going to be pitching rich, and they're going to catch the ball. And next thing you know, they're an offensive team. You just never know sometimes going into a year, and maybe this is one of them.
Ronnie, great insight. We appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys, for having me. I appreciate it.